G'day and welcome back to the channel, Headlight Restoration Perth. Today we're going to be looking at a 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer. This is just a single headlight that I'm working on. I do have a car yard, or what you might call a car dealership in the US. But yeah, just a used car lot, and they get me in to do their lights or touch-ups or whatever whenever they might get new stock in and things like that. So it's a nice little bonus where you get to get a few extra cars throughout the month. So this one, it already had a new light on the other side, so they just wanted this one to match up. So like I say, quick and easy. It was just a single light, just go through the process. So I'll tell you the process, and then you can see it as you're watching. It's like I'm starting the 320 dry, then I'll go to a 320 wet, 400 dry, 400 wet. Then I'll just go to the 600, 800, and then the 1200 dry. And as that will be my last grit level, I'll then do a wet on that one as well, and then use my hand for the gimbal to get rid of any swirls before hitting it with the Trizac and polish before completely finishing it off with the clear coat. But like if you're sort of like in the game or just a side hustle and you're looking for extra work, hit up your car yards, because you're really not sure who's going to be looking and who's not. You just don't know. A lot of them already have been looked after by other people who do it, but you just don't know. Like when I was ringing around, and with this one, for example, they'd actually just scaled down, just started a new yard altogether, and I just happened to call them at the perfect time. So don't think that everyone's been accounted for, or you don't know, someone might have just be looking for the next one because they might not be happy with the people that they're using, price, quality, you just don't know. So don't be afraid just to ring and tell them that what you do and what you offer, and you never know, you might just get that extra few cars every month to push you through. But yeah, definitely worth the effort. So besides that, I do flyers. I created like my own little card that I add other businesses onto, and I just become a part of that one as well. So there's so many different ways that you can find different opportunities. You know, you might even just walk around and do a small flyer just in your immediate neighbourhood. But yeah, always look at different avenues. There could be Gumtree, there could be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's a lot of different ways to put yourself out there. And then once you do get one or two, and hopefully word of mouth, you know, if they see someone that could help, you've done them and they're happy with the job, and all of a sudden you could be doing other members of the family. And but yeah, and like I say, even if you do or don't have a YouTube channel, definitely just keep on posting, and you never know, someone might come across yours, just like I have gotten work off mine. But yeah, so I do like the wet and dry process. What I'm going to do in future, if I can find 3 lights that are all the same, and that's, you know, same make, same model, so to speak, and if I can find 3 of them, when I've got those through, I'll then do another video, one just on completely doing the dry sand, then the Trizac polishing and the clear. Then I'll do another one where I'm just doing all wet sanding only, all through the whole process, and then go to the Trizac, the polishing and the clear. And then on the third one I'll do the dry sanding, wet sanding, all the way through to the Trizac polishing and the clear. You know, so I've got 2 headlights so far of the same make and model. So if I do find a third one, I will put that video together. That, or I might just use one light and just section them off. But you know, because I've got 2, I'll just see if there's another one available, just to give you the complete sort of like picture of the whole light. Because sometimes even when you're sectioning off a light, you might not always get that same finish, because you know there could be parts of the light that are shinier anyway, as in the internals with the chrome and all that sort of stuff. So I would get a better representation if I had 3 complete separate lights where I can do the test, but if I have to, I'll just section it off, but that's for a future video. But yeah, but with this one, you know, I'm just doing dry sanding, wet sanding, and then the Trizac through to the polish, and then the clear coat. And this was a pretty decent light to do. It wasn't anything real hard. I just like the dry and the wet at the moment, but I am looking forward to doing the complete rundown on the other processes, just to see the difference in the end result. But yeah, so if you do have a channel, or if you are just starting out, or if you're a professional headlight restorer, like I'd love to hear about your tips and tricks, because you know, we all learn from it. And you know, like I always add things and then claim it, you know. And just like I'm doing, if you do it on yours, please, make it yours. Don't think that you have to mention me or anything else. Like, own it, because it's just one hand washing the other. We're a community. Like, if I'm doing something and then you've tried it and you get great results, well, now it's yours. So when you make a video, just do it, and I look forward to seeing them as well, because I think we can all learn from each other. But I always love the feedback. Always love if you have found other ways where you've gotten great results. It could be just through product, it could be through paper quality, through the clear coat. Like I do follow another guy, Crystal Clear. He's based in Texas, and a lot of people that I follow, like we use the Maguire's Keep Clear, but with Crystal Clear, he actually mixes his own clear and then sprays it with a gun, you know. So there's so many different processes, and he gets fantastic results. So there's if you want to have a look at his channel, like, it's Crystal Clear, based in Texas. He probably does a bit on TikTok, he does a few shorts, but yeah, like, I always get some good feedback from him, and encouraged by the way he does things, and yeah, learn a lot. So it doesn't matter where you learn it and how you learn it. If you can hone the skills that you've learned, own it. because people will be looking for you and your process in future, and you don't be afraid to say that this is what you do, this is how you do it, and then people can learn from the way you've done it. That's just the way it is, because I can guarantee you that all the people that do it, that they've picked up tricks from other people, and everyone's learnt from each other, and they've developed their own skill set. And I'm nearly happy with the way I'm doing it. I'm definitely liking the wet and dry, and so it won't be too long before I've completely found my go-to, and then from that, just hone those skills, get a little quicker, get a little smoother, and get some great results. And it's just a matter of the quality of the tools that you're using at that point. Like, it's like one of the things that was a complete game changer for me is when, after I went from doing everything by hand and wet and dry and all that sort of stuff, I started using the drill and that 3-inch backing plate. So from there, because it was a different process, I was able to start dry, because just doing it dry by hand, it wasn't quite the same, and we definitely appreciated the wet and dry when I was doing it by hand. But what I did see that my biggest gains on is when I bought myself just a cheap 3-inch 2-speed polishing tool, because when I very first done it and I learned about the polishing, I did it by hand, and there's just no way that you can replicate that, like 3,500 to 7,500 revs per minute by polishing by hand. So when I went from hand and then did that polishing with the machine, the results were instant. The difference was just chalk and cheese. So I just used a common brand. It was just like one of our local mechanic shops, or where you go for tools and products and oils, like just one of those normal shops like that. It was just their home brand of them. So it was just nice, cheap, just cost me $150. It was a great entry price. I'm sure there's more expensive ones and better batteries and all that, but when I'm starting out, that's all I need at the moment. I'm not doing 5 headlights in a row, so the batteries last, and I always take an extension lead with me if I have to plug in somewhere and just reboot a battery or whatever. But that doesn't really have to happen at the moment, because the batteries last for the jobs that I'm doing so far. But yeah, if you haven't got yourself one of those little polishing buffers, little pistol grip ones, that will definitely be a game changer for you as well. If you're just getting into the polishing side of it, some people don't even polish. Some people will do the sanding up to the best grit they can, and then the clear that they use, getting it to as clear as they can from there. So, but as you can see here, I just got like a little pistol grip. It 2-speed, I think it's around 3,500 on speed 1 and 7.5 on the second. But when I'm doing the polishing now, I'll always dab, especially the plastics. I use that because that's what I've got the most of. So later on I'll buy more products, but I've got a good quantity of this, so I'll dab this in until the lens absorbs like the whole lot, and I know that it's got a good coat in the lens, and when you're using the polisher, it's just burnishing it up, and with that speed you're getting the heat to it, and it's getting a right nice clear coat. So that clearness, which is helped by the dabbing and then the burnishing. This leaves a great finish for that clear coat for the Maguires at least, to get that nice finished result. So if you do things differently, please let me know how you do it. I love to know about all the different ways that people do things. And when I'm on the last part of this, I always use the blower just to blow off that last little bit of dust that might be forming from the polish when it's drying and things like that. But definitely let me know how you do things, because it's always good to know other ways and different products. But this is the way I do it at the moment, all the way around the edge, then 2 directions to make sure I've got that perfect coating. And there's the end result. So like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.